Hello everyone, my name is Irma, and in this video I will be talking about every feature that RobTop has either said that he will consider for 2.3, or that he's outright confirmed that he's going to look at. This is just a quick unscripted video, so why not sit by the fireplace, grab yourself a cup of hot cocoa, and join me. The first and probably most important thing is that RobTop promised that he would have better communication leading up to 2.3, that he would be more transparent in general and just try to keep us updated. For a lot of 2.2, we've just kind of been in the dark. Sometimes in the last couple of years, we would go over a month without any word from RobTop. He's been a lot better recently, but I really hope it's a lot better in 2.3. He's also confirmed that he's going to try to make 2.3 take a maximum of 6 months. 4+ years for an update like 2.2 is just too much. 2.3, he promised, is going to be small and quick. And that's really exciting because when I first joined the game, there was updates like every few months. And that's been the case for the majority of Geometry Dash's life. Multiple year-long waits for updates is an oddity for Geometry Dash. But anyways, now let's move on to actual gameplay features. The first thing is 5x and 6x speed. RobTop said that he would only add this if he makes it so the screen automatically zooms out when it happens, so that players can see further ahead, but RobTop has also said that he's not sure if 5x speed is a good idea, so I'm not holding my breath. Personally, I don't really care for it, but I don't know, if other people want it, why not? Another thing he's talked about a couple times is a platformer mode exclusive game mode, and potentially specific enemies for platformer mode. RobTop said that he has sort of an idea or concept of an exclusive platformer game mode in his head, and he's shared a couple of screenshots of it, but we aren't really sure what it is, and he said that he'll only do it if platformer mode turns out to be popular. The next thing is related, it's sound effects in platformer mode, and with it an option to enable or disable them. I remember specifically one time in the Discord, he said that he doesn't think it's a good idea, and then the very next message was, well, I don't know, maybe it could be fun. I think it really depends on how it's implemented, and if it's custom sound effects, or if it's just a small list of ones he creates or what. The next feature for 2.3 is custom art. RobTop has talked about this a lot, even once in a voice chat. He basically said that the custom art thing for 2.3, if assuming it does happen, is that people can sort of submit art and he can personally choose which ones he wants to allow to be in the game, sort of like the song whitelisting system for Newgrounds. This is just to make sure that art that can be used in levels is not inappropriate or anything. I'm really curious to see what comes of this and if it'll make that big of a difference in custom levels. The next feature is in the level editor, having objects move around while just playtesting the music. Right now, I guess they just don't move around when you're only playtesting the music. I don't know, I guess that's good. And next, we have a fade trigger for transitions. I'm not really sure what this means, what kind of transitions he's talking about, but I don't know, could be cool, I guess. Next up, we have a official demon list in-game. This is something that could be really interesting, as the Pointer Crate demon list has been up for a long time, and it's a pretty central part of the community, but as of now, it isn't really official. So having that change and be like an actual part of the game could be really interesting. Next up is autosaving for Steam. I just think this is a good idea in general, although there should be an option to disable it. I'm not sure exactly in what situations you would want to disable autosaving, but I don't know, it's just probably a good feature to have. But autosaving in general would be great because I know people lose their data all the time because they haven't saved recently enough. RobTop also said he might consider adding the option to react to comments under levels with emojis, which it's an interesting thought. I'm not sure how important that is though. He's also talked about updating the profile and friend system, which I just think is a good idea in general, as I think a lot more could be done with it, even though what we have now is pretty cool. Oh yeah, if you have MegaHack V6 Pro, then you might see that in Discord, when it says playing Geometry Dash, if you click on that, it'll give you more info, such as creating a level, or playing this XYZ demon. But this isn't a core part of the game, it's just part of MegaHack, and so implementing this into the core Geometry Dash would be for 2.3, and I just think that's a pretty good idea. It would be fun. Next up, we have more search options for levels and just better search optimization in general. That's a good idea. I don't know what to say about that. What else? We have custom options for creators, such as ultra low detail mode, no shake, disable background in boss fight, etc. I just think that more options in any game is always a good thing, so yeah, thumbs up. This next thing is a little more technical, but it is super important. Optimizations, such as having a 4GB patch to make the editor crash less, or also just making Geometry Dash use the entire CPU instead of just one core, because this would reduce lag significantly. Essentially what this means is that if you're running Geometry Dash on your computer, right now it doesn't actually use all the computer's capabilities, only a piece of it, which means that if you're facing lag in Geometry Dash when you normally wouldn't, this is why, because it doesn't use all of the CPU. Next up, we have more adventure mode stuff if people like what there is in 2.2. I assume by adventure mode he means the map, whatever that may be, and I mean, if that's fun, then of course I want more. I just want to know what it is first. Next up we have keybinds. I'm not sure exactly what the keybinds would be for, if it's just restricted to the editor or things outside of that, but I don't know, more options is good. He also said he might add an in-game option to lock the screen so that the mouse can't click off of the screen. I play in window mode a lot as my recording software doesn't like full screen Geometry Dash, and so having this would be super useful so I wouldn't have to worry about recentering my mouse every now and then. He also said something about having different animations for beating levels, similar to death effects. I'm not sure exactly what this would entail, but I don't know, if you can find something cool to do with it, then props to him, let's do it. Another thing for the editor is skewing with the scale trigger. I'm not really sure what skewing is or what the scale trigger is going to be, but I don't know, I guess it's good. Another editing thing, we have an HSV to visual color editor. I don't know what that means, but I don't know, I guess creators want it. And we also have more technical stuff, like an option to change the music download folder for Android and PC. And yet another editor thing, more select filter options, like being able to filter by colors or by groups. I think this is really good, because even in my relatively limited editing experience, I kind of know the frustration of wanting to select a certain type of object, but there's really no filter for that. It's like very, very vague. And the last level editor thing for right now, I promise this is the last one, is an option in the editor to customize the scaling of the grid. If you want to move a certain amount of blocks 23.5 blocks out, or some whatever number, then you should be able to do that without having to actually count out 23.5. PropTop also promised some other quality of life stuff, such as auto-generated folders, quicker access to demons you're focusing on, etc. Or wait, hold on, one more editing thing. Apparently he said that he might consider adding tools to create master game stuff with real on-screen controls. I guess this is something like how people will create minigames within the editor, so I guess this is for that, which sounds really cool. Another thing about Geometry Dash is that on online levels, when you look at the number of likes, that's not really how many people liked the level, but rather the number of people who liked the level minus the number of people who disliked it. Somebody suggested the feature that there would actually be a separation between likes and dislikes, similar to what there is here on YouTube. Please like the video, by the way. And I don't know, I think this would be a good thing? I'm really not sure, or if it would even matter very much. I wonder if there would be a new achievement for getting a bunch of dislikes on a level. Also, apparently there's an error when you save high object levels sometimes, and a fix for that? Cool. Custom sound effects for platform mode, I already talked about that. A system to export single levels as savable files for easy sharing. This seems pretty cool, but I feel like the only real use for it is collabs. But he also said at some point that he might make a better collab system later, so I'm not really sure what the use of this would be. And finally, maybe I should have put this at the beginning, but RobSop said that he would consider trying to hire 1 or 2 or maybe more extra people to help him work on Geometry Dash once 2.2 is finished. This would be wonders for the game, as it would mean we would be able to get a lot of really big updates in a very short amount of time. Maybe he could hire somebody to work on the servers for him so he doesn't have to spend time on that, or hire people to help with art. I know a lot of people in the Geometry Dash Artists server would like to help out with that. So anyways, this was a small little video, well, not that small looking at the recording time, but since 2.2 is hopefully on the horizon, it might be fun to start speculating on what we'll see in 2.3. But anyways guys, thank you for watching, please like the video and subscribe, and I don't know, go outside, it's starting to get nice out, you know? Go for, I don't know, a walk, go to a tree, say hello. Oh, this is what happens when I don't write scripts for my videos, this happens. But thank you, I love you all, have a good day or evening, or what time is it? It's probably sometime for you, so have a good whatever.